Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome to Icewind Dale. So, I guess I'll just get right into it now. It's best to start it. So I'm going to be doing a walkthrough of Icewind Dale. Now I have some things I need to say, but first I want to get us somewhere. That's a good one, but there's another one. There we are. I'll take that. Let's see here. I think I should go with... Inquisitors are pretty handy. Nah, I got some other plans. I'll take an undead hunter. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm real picky with my paladin rolls, so I'm going to cut to the end of this, and then the things that I have to say, I will say. I just wanted to get here first. Alright, this is what I'm going with for my paladin. I'm not a big fan of the strength. I would like it to be higher than an 1829, but frankly, a 93 is really rare, and I don't have the patience to keep going with this. I know I don't need an intelligence as high as it is, but, I mean, 2 points in dexterity would help. I don't want to go below 9, I'll say that. I can go with a 17, but I don't really want to go below 9 on intelligence, so I'll leave it at that. Okay, so, this is going to be a walkthrough of the whole game. That's the plan, at least. Yeah, that should be good. So, I'm going to play a pretty basic party, and that's for a couple of reasons. One of the main reasons...
Here I come.
You'll soon sleep. Gods grant me.
Here I come.
One of the main reasons for that is because I have the tweaks installed, and the tweaks change some things, especially for multi and dual classes, and so I don't want to go in and uninstall all of these things because I go through and I play these normally. So I just play with them there. Most of these tweaks should not affect me at all, and even the ones that could affect me, I'll just ignore the presence of. So, I've got one that lets thieves use small shields and mages use bucklers. I just won't do that. Weapon skills for all is a thing that I have, so anyone can get weapon skills effectively. That's really for thieves, so that they can dual wield. I won't be using that. So things like that just aren't even in consideration. So I'll be keeping those out. The ones that I will be playing with... Oh, right. I forgot dwarves have that strength thing, too. Because they can't get to 19, of course. Alright, that's a potential. I'll keep going. I don't deal with specialist strength that often, because I don't play dwarves that often, but I'm trying to go with a pretty baseline party here for a walkthrough. I have... Oh, dang it. I have a tweak that adjusts the stack size of items, like ammo, potions... rings and necklaces, jewelry, and scrolls, so I can keep those in larger amounts. That's really just for convenience and quality of life, because you go through a lot of ammo in this game. I have one that makes bags limitless, again, for quality of life, because in the regular game, the bags have just absurdly small spaces they can carry things in. And I'm not sure if there is an experience cap to this game, but if there was, I have removed it. Oh, that's even worse, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Come on, game. So yeah, no experience cap. Other than that, even worse. I'm not getting great strength rolls. The problem with having a paladin, of course, is, you need such an insanely high roll itself just to make the class playable and good. Normally, it's pretty easy in Baldur's Gate, because I can make dexterity a dump stat. Since I know I'm going to get the gauntlets of dexterity, I don't have to worry about it. But with Icewind Dale, I have no such guarantee, so I have to give him a dexterity that he can live with throughout the entire game, which demands a high roll. Alright, you know what? We're going with this one. I just kind of dump the rest of the points into whatever once I'm done. Alright, so he's going to be using axes, and he's going to be dual wielding. Yeah, that works.
Here I come. I may not make everyone happy. Here I come.
That's not right.
Gods grant me strength.
Steel yourself. I'll wash me.
There we are. Okay, so I feel like I had something else I planned on saying. I do plan on going through all of these Infinity Engine games, pretty much. I don't know if I'll do all of the games themselves. I might not do Planescape Torment. We'll see. I've never actually played through that game. Always a swashbuckler. I started a Planescape Torment game once, and it was just so very boring that I left pretty fast. Yeah, they can only get 17 strength, so I don't need to worry about that. Some people say that Planescape is, it's all about the story. I mean, that's not what some people say. That's what the game is advertised as, because that's what it is. But combat is still a part of it, and it's boring. And so, I don't know. You gotta be in a particular mindset to play it, I think. I'm just not sure if I will. These are some really bad rolls. How many 75s have I gotten in the last, like, 10 seconds? I just passed over an 85. You ever have that where you're just kind of staring at the total roll number and your eyes kind of glaze over and you can't particularly tell what it is you're looking at? Whatever. No one else needs to have a high anything. I have a paladin at the front. Sure, that works. Find traps and open locks are all I'm going to need right at the start. So everything into those. And like I said, this is going to be a very base kind of game. That's not the right colors at all. Where's like a... I think that works for that one, maybe? That's not right. Hold on. Yeah, it's like yellowish, brownish color. Normally the game auto-selects these colors for you at the start. That works. I find it kind of weird that it's not doing that now. I make these names up off the top of my head, so don't judge me. Alright, we'll take an Elven Mage. No, we won't take an Elven Mage. There we go. I love this picture. I've used it so many times, and it really only works with a human. Like I said, a very baseline kind of class. Because I'm not here to show exceptionally awesome kind of gameplay strategies or anything. I'm just like the game, and I want to do a walkthrough of it. And I feel like if people know how to do it with the most basic of things, right? Then they will have all the information they need to do it in any other way. I'm not supposed to have an 18 strength on a mage, but there's no reason not to. Okay, not that, not that. I'll get him a familiar eventually, but not at the start. I think we'll take armor and identify. Let's see here.
To the pain. Ha ha! Watch your back. It is a shame that we come that I was.
That's gotta be a voice that was made for this one picture. It just fits so perfectly. Alright, I think I'll take a cleric. And, yeah, I'll take a druid too. So the real question is, what do I make the cleric? I could make him a human, or I could make him a dwarf, I would say, or the two options I'd be okay with. Well, the druid, I'll probably have be an elf. on. I want to check something real quick. Okay. Cleric will have be a Priest of Helm, which is a pretty basic cleric. The real big difference, I should not be allowed to be lawful good. They should change that. The only big difference this thing actually has is I can get True Sight as an innate ability. It's the only other reason I would have played an Inquisitor, but didn't have to. Perfect. Okay, let's see. Command. Magical Stone, I think, is okay in this. Yeah, 3d4 points of crushing. Then 64 to undead. That's way overpowered for this level of spell, so I'm going to take one of those, definitely. Yeah, for the moment, I'd say that's alright. Let's see here.
It is a ship. I shall steer us true. I don't mean to sound. I don't know how much more I can.
Yeah, that works. Well, that's a pretty common thing for me to do, is just make several of the characters relatives. There's not a lot of elven pictures, is the issue. I think we might have some more over here that could fit better as a druid. Sure, that one works. I'm not messing with the other druid classes either. Oh yeah, this is another thing I have, the 3E druid alignment rules, because I feel like that just makes sense. They can be neutral, evil, neutral, good, or any of the other three neutrals in the middle. He's going to be the weakest guy in the party. I'll try for a slightly higher number. I can live with an 86. I'll try for slightly higher, though. So, other tweaks that are on it. Ooh, other tweaks that I have on here. Get a 19 dexterity. I'll stick with an 18 though. I just had him play an elf because why not? Sun Scorch is awesome. And Entangle. And then I think
You'll soon sleep with the dead. God's grant.
there we go. He says gods grant me strength. Doesn't make much sense, but the voice just sounds like a druid, you know, kind of emotionless.
Our tale begins.
What's this? New face in town? Well then, that and equip. Once you've had a chance to
All
rest
right.
up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house.
So my goal for
It's
this
just a couple
episode,
doors west of here.
I've got all of my
Shall be
characters
Some
made,
business I would discuss with you.
will be
Farewell.
to get past the prologue and into the Kuldahar Pass. Which might be pushing it a little bit, but we'll try. So we've got a couple quests to accomplish out here. I don't think I got to set the difficulty at the start. Did I set the difficulty? I don't think I did. I've got the 3E sneak attack on. That's just to make my thief a little more fun. Max HP on level up, rest until healed. Always. Oh, there's Heart of Fury mode. Okay, so I think I'll play it on hard. Get that out of the way. And that's just because I know the game pretty well, so I feel like I can probably take that pretty easily. Maybe not easily, but I should be able to handle it. Oh, dang it, no. Wrong button. Well, there goes Magical Stone.
Aye.
Alright, so let's do the first quest here. let's go kill the beetles.
I am on it.
Me and the fighter should just be able to take care of it. I say me. They're all me. Oh, interesting. I'm getting more XP since it's on a higher difficulty. I thought that was taken away, because I used to kind of abuse that. I'd turn it up to a really high difficulty and complete quests and get huge amounts of XP for it. The first time I got Enhanced Edition for Icewind Dale. And yeah, this kind of early stuff is not very exciting. But every adventure starts somewhere. Icewind Dale is one of my favorite games of all time. A lot of people don't like it as much as Baldur's Gate. I put it up on the same level. Because Baldur's Gate is more of a role-playing and character experience. Oh, whoopsie. I was kind of a jerk about that. Wasn't trying to be. Oh well. And it's not as much of a role-playing experience. It's not any bit a role-playing experience. You say like 3 lines to anyone ever. You talk to people, and most of what you say doesn't matter. You could be a jerk, but there's only really one decision in the entire game that affects how people view you. And that just drops your rep down if you kill a bunch of slaves at one point.
Yeah, good as gold.
We got Pomab here. Pomab's a jerk.
On my way.
Icewind Dale always did this kind of weird thing
No
where it would
worries.
see his name is
It
Shopkeeper,
shall be done.
and then if you talk to him, Pomab. Alright. Sell this and this. So I just need some basic equipment for the time being. I don't have a lot of money. Frankly, I should go do some other stuff first. And I will.
I am on it.
There's other things to grab around town. I can kill a wolf,
Very
I
well.
think, with what I have right now. Like, we don't have much, but we got something.
No
I can
worries.
deploy my thief to steal in here.
Like an arrow.
There's a few things worth some money. I didn't even change my party setup. I'm out of practice. Did I ever get around to talking about the other tweaks? I think I started that sentence and then just kind of stopped talking.
You can count on me.
I can't remember. Alright, well, if you notice, the strength is 258 pounds that he can carry there, and the dwarves is 306. One of the things makes it so specialist strength, or exceptional strength, that's it, gives extra strength bonuses as far as carrying things goes. I just kind of had that on because I thought it was neat.
I am
But
on
frankly, there aren't a whole lot that affect gameplay for this kind of a basic party setup.
Well met, friend. And well, they're all... in fact, I am organizing and with Storm. Actually, he's been down normally. I want once. Return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Calderharp Pass
On my
while the
way.
weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey.
Alright, so you can't get much out of this
I
room,
am
but
on
you can
it.
get a little bit of stuff.
So that's how it
I
is.
can never remember if it's trapped or not. That's just a note
can
that tells
count on
you
me.
he doesn't keep his valuables
Aye.
there, but if you took something from the village, be wary.
I shall
He
see
doesn't...
to it.
He's not cool with people
Duty
stealing.
calls.
And he can respond violently if he catches you. It's really just a warning to kind of tell you that, you know, Hrothgar's real cool. Stop detecting traps. Oh, that was when I did it. For a second I thought it had the AI enabled. I don't play with the AI. I'm not a fan of it. I prefer to have complete control over my party at all times. He's having the weird dreams, so I gotta go speak to the water creature. Still not certain what the deal with her is, or what she is. She's some kind of water fae spirit.
Aye.
And also, there's a winterwolf pelt in one of these
It
houses.
shall be done.
It's what I'm looking for.
It shall be done. I shall see to it. I shall see to it. Duty calls. I am on it.
Apsel there has a wolf in his shop that will chase out and kill.
Aye. Duty calls.
Done.
Very well.
Alright, so I don't have anything to
At your
use on it.
command.
And I have a dreadful. This could go poorly. I'm just trying to kill it to get it out of the way. You can command it once it gets close. You can start throwing one of these at it right away.
Insurgents, culture, imperial.
Oh, I forgot that woke it up now.
My sword. I shall see to it.
Alright, well,
You can
we're all
count
good.
on me.
It's dead. How much extra experience am I getting for stuff? Opponents do 50% more damage. But it's not talking about the sort of XP. Additional enemies will still spawn. I didn't know that there were any random encounters in the
Shall be
game.
done.
As I recall, every encounter I've ever dealt with was scripted.
Aye. Alright, very well.
Alright, so I'm going to send my paladin back up here. We can just ferry this back and forth.
Onward.
If you're a bard, you can have the bard sing with her. And get some interesting little dialogue.
I stand ready. I shall see to it. At your command.
Me? Agreed.
Already gotten some level up. Excellent. Alright, let's go to Pomabs.
Aye.
That's right. I'll pick up some wine.
My sword is yours. You can count on me.
And then I can get the little wine quest done. I should have done that when I was up there, but I wasn't really thinking about it. You can go out into the Temple of Tempest and the warehouse down here in the middle. Not the middle of the screen, the middle of the box. If you want to have some extra lore stuff for the world, but there's no reason
Not a
beyond that.
problem.
Is that all?
Aye. Very well. I am on it. Duty
I had
calls.
thought there was a way that you could talk him out of his alcoholism at some point, but I've never been able to find it, if there is one. I might have been wrong about that, though.
It shall be done.
Alright, so there's only one other quest in town,
It shall be done.
and that's the goblins that took the boy's fish. Quarterstaffs can be sold in Icewind Dale now, at least in the Enhanced Edition. Yeah, that note's worth a few gold. Nothing else, though. That's another tweak I've got. You automatically succeed when it comes to writing magic, because it's annoying to have to turn the difficulty down for it. Like I said, just a lot of convenience and quality of life type things. Alright, now as I recall, weapons do not break in this ever. And ammo for me stacks up to 120. This guy uses throwing axes, although he won't be using them that often since they're expensive. Now, I don't think these are the same. That one's got an armor class of 7. Wait, so is studded leather just straight up better than hide? No, hide's better. 6 versus piercing and missile, and 5 versus slashing. This one's 8 versus piercing and missile. I'm not sure. I think studded leather just sounds overall better. I mean, you rarely get hit by bludgeoning. And you very often get hit by piercing, so this is probably better overall defense. Mages early on are super easy to buy things for. Already got one of those. I believe I gave him short sword. And see, he can use a small shield. But I'll just have him not do that. Oh, I got him an extra thing of arrows. How did I manage that? There we go. I think the enhanced editions added more armor as well. I remember playing the game a while back, and you could not get more than like 1 suit of splint mail at the start of the game. Eventually, the goal is to have this guy dual wield. For the time being, he's just stuck with what he's got. Alright, we all equipped? Good enough. You do start off without much. There's only one of, like, each kind of shield. I think, actually, I bought out all of his shields, didn't I? I only had 2 bucklers and then 1 of each of the others. I should probably... Wait a second. Oh, yeah, we both have the same armor class baseline. Since the dwarf always has the shield, I'll give him the tower shield.
Very well.
Alright, so there's some goblins down below.
How can
I do not like that armor turns you gray. I forgot about that.
Very well.
That always bugs me. So the goblins aren't that bad.
At your it shall be done.
I can smite them.
My sword is yours.
Easy as
Alright, so in case any of them get through, I don't have any other attack magic, really. But I can use this to hold their grunts in place. If any of them get through, the dwarf can kill them. I think they're out of arrows.
You can count on me.
Oh, they're all getting stuck all the way at the edge, aren't they? They are.
You can count on me.
ready.
You'll soon sleep with the dead.
Is that all of them? Hard to tell.
Yeah, very well.
Can one person get through?
No.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's all of them. Alright, so they don't have much. Got one more healing potion. There's the fish the kid wants. And then some pretty cheap equipment. So I'm going to sell everything, I'm going to rest, and that'll be that. One of the nice things about playing a paladin in the Enhanced Edition is that you can cast Protection from Evil once every day, and it lasts for 24 hours, or until you rest, I think. Because resting always seems to get rid of it as well. And so it is pretty neat that you can just be protected against evil basically whenever. So there is one more little side quest in the town, but I can't do it till I'm done with the orc caves. So let's get some sleep.
Count on me.
Orc caves shouldn't take too long. They have 2 shaman, 1 elite, an ogre, and then everything else is just orcs and archers. And the archers are orcs too, but, you know, they're archers. There are also some wolves outside the cave. They're about the nastiest thing I'll be encountering.
You can count on me.
I am needed.
Oh, his armor is still active. I'll leave that up.
It shall be done. I am on it.
Ready.
I would like sleep too. The first time he levels up, he's taking sleep.
My enemies always bring out the best in me.
I am on it.
So there's an orc up at the entrance. I think he'll flee the moment I arrive. Yep. Oh yeah. Another tweak I have. Any city areas should explore themselves, although there aren't that many in the entire game. And one other thing I'll be doing is when I'm done exploring an area, I will do that, just because I like clearing out the fog of war. That's for my own personal enjoyment.
Stand and deliver.
So like every early game Icewind Dale game, there will be a lot of point and shoot. Wow.
Aye.
Paladins take ages to level up, and so do mages, so they'll always be at the tail end of the level up spectrum. I'll take a remove fear eventually, but I shouldn't need one for a while.
I split you in two.
This time, actions must speak louder than words.
Always found that line of dialogue very strange. Like, is there a time where words speak louder than actions, ever? Because I don't think there is. Alright, well, we're not the best at hitting our enemies, but we're pretty good at not getting hit by them.
May I help?
It shall be done.
There should not be anything else up top. However, in the room beyond, there should be a chief, not a chief, an elite, a shaman, and like maybe 6 other orcs. There's quite a few.
Easy as goblin pie.
To arms!
Alright, I got all these other
My
spells,
sword is yours.
but I think... Hold on, I might be able to disrupt this. I did, good.
Very well.
That dude would have tried to curse us.
Strength with the dead.
That's pretty much the only spell he's got. And it's not terrible, but it kind of weakens you a little bit.
Duty calls.
Not a problem.
I stand ready. Attack!
Alright, so we have a lot of archers.
Ready.
The dwarf can take anything that gets through.
Battle is joy.
Ooh.
Duty calls.
It is a shame that you must resort to violence.
At your command, duty calls. Not a problem.
Okay, that's about the largest group of them.
Yes, sir.
Very well. It shall
Man, you
be
really
done.
have just no hit points early on. This should wear off in just a moment. There we
I
are.
am on it.
Alright, so biggest encounter of orcs is now taken care of.
Let's go to work.
Good as gold.
And there's a little bit of loot down here. I don't know if I ever actually need protection from petrification, but I'll take any spells I can get.
Aye.
And then those are supplies, the ones that
You'll
Hrothgar
soon
wants.
sleep with the dead. To victory.
And then
Very
there's an
well.
archer up here.
I'll split you in two.
One of the few that doesn't call in some help when you kill him.
Duty
Down
called.
here they have a little treasure, which even if you don't want to go through the entirety of the cave system for whatever reason, you should definitely clear this room out. Man, that crossbow hits hard.
Aye. I
So
am
this
on
is a random loot. The best thing it can give you, I think, is the Belt of Blessing. These are probably those either sneaking boots or anti-entanglement boots. Either one. Could be.
it. I am on it.
I don't know all of the loot tables, but I know that the better things I've gotten out of that one is like a Ring of Protection and a belt that permanently blesses you. Whoa, do not do that.
Duty called.
Gods grant me strength.
Understood.
No, you have a terrible armor class, but it's better than a mage, whose armor actually wore off.
Very well.
Okay, his inventory's full. Paladin can carry the rest of the
Aye.
axes and whatnot. A few more orcs in this room. A few more orcs in the next room.
You can
You'll soon
attack.
sleep
And then the
with
final room.
dead.
Die.
Is that all?
I'm saving all my magic so that I can blow the
can
ogre
count on
away
me.
with no problem. Hopefully. I know I need to switch to missile weapons because there's going to be an orc right around the corner.
Aye.
Your life
And
is
he's an
filled
archer.
with
The battle is joined.
I shall see to it.
Okay,
I
only
stand
one more
ready.
room.
At your very well.
Can my druid... No, my druid cannot shapeshift at this point.
You can count on me. I shall see to it. My sword is yours. Aye.
What would you have of me?
Why are there two of them? Oh,
Speak
this
to
is
Mark,
really
of
bad.
course.
He's been blinded. Okay. You two kill that.
How
The
can I
rest
help?
of you kill this. Cleric, can you knock him down? Good. He's up. Okay, he's attacking the dwarf. Ooh, he's killing the dwarf. Down he goes. Everyone's attacking the other one. Okay.
It is a shame that we must resort to
Now I know what it
violence
meant by
and
more groups of enemies. I have never seen more than one ogre down here. That terrified me. And took both of the healing potions that we did have, but at least we're alive.
I am on it. I stand ready.
Really? I'm full? I didn't sell all that goblin garbage, so of course I'm full.
I am needed.
Alright, but he leveled up. And that's good. The mage is very close. He'll level up
Very
before
well.
we're done. 5 Winterwolf pelts. That's pretty good. Alright.
Aye.
It's at this point in a normal game where I would just use Control J to warp out of here, because I don't have the patience to walk out. However, since I'm doing a walkthrough, I'm going to be doing it manually, which means get used to a lot of walking, because there's a lot of walking in this game. This was before the computer games had the bright idea to give teleporters at the end of dungeons and stuff to just send you out. So we had to do it ourselves. I don't think there's a single dungeon that has that. Well, I guess technically the Hand of the Seldarine, also called the Twisted Hand? The Severed Hand, there we go. The Severed Hand can also send you away.
Duty calls.
We'll go here first. I don't think I should have my mage using armor. He's not on the front lines yet, and I need something where he's actually helpful.
Aye.
Alright, I want to identify those things, but I also want to be able to get my spells. My mage levels up, he'll get extra spells, and he should level up once I give this caravan contract over to the guy here.
Very well.
This is the guy whose son you saved from the goblins. There we go. Oh, thief went up too.
Very well.
Normally I'd go rest before this, just so that I could, like, sell that item if I don't want it. But let's be real, any magical item I get at this point in the game,
I am on it.
I'm keeping, unless it's a weapon that I'm never going to use. Basically everything else has application, though. Wow, that's a lot of money early on. That's like a huge boost. I've never gotten that many pelts. That is one of the fun things about Neverwinter Nights. That's one of the fun things about Icewind Dale, is it does have an element of randomness to it. Particularly in the loot. But apparently, in some of the enemies too. I mean, the 2 ogres. Yeah, that was a shock to see just come out of nowhere.
I shall see to it. Duty calls.
Alright, a little bit of move silently. Better than nothing.
I shall see to it. It shall be done.
And now I think I'm done here. I could go get a journal entry from the temple. Because you can speak to Everard, he'll tell you about the Jared Stone, which becomes an important plot device later in the game. Like, all the way later at the end of it. He's just kind of got some hard feelings about it, though.
You can count on me.
Oh, good. Strange. In any case, we still have... While you're there, you might...
Right, I forgot. He has us bring that thing out to Pomab.
Very well.
I always forget that's a part of this quest.
I
You
shall
can
see to
sell the caravan contract to Pomab. I would definitely suggest you don't do that. I only say that because the first several times I played through this game, I didn't even know you could deliver that thing to the fishmonger. I thought that was part of telling Hrothgar, you know, we found the caravan in the
At your
Orc
command.
Caves.
I am on it. Aye. It shall be done.
But then I saw, at one point I was really going lore heavy with the game. And so as I was going through, I noticed that the name of the fishmonger was Gasper inside, and I saw that name somewhere on, on that contract. Or as I saw the contract, and it mentioned something I had heard from someone down in that warehouse, and I knew they worked for that guy. So I went and told them, and sure enough. Spiritual Hammer's pretty cool in this, because as I recall, it can strike any target within its wielder's visual range. So it's a +1 warhammer that you can hit from a distance with. Well, it's +1 for now. Every 6 levels it goes up higher, but you'd have to be level 13 for it to actually hit as a +3 weapon. And there's no way I'd be using this thing at that point. This should work on goblins. Yes. Man size or smaller. So I can use that on goblins and orcs and whatnot. And then, extra healing is always welcome. I should go sleep again. I didn't know my cleric was going to level up. So level 3 cleric, level 2 thief, level 3 thief, and then level 2 druid, mage, fighter, and
Ready.
paladin. He's level 2, right? Yeah. Well, with this experience boost, people are going to be leveling up pretty quick. I don't know how big the boost is. I didn't even know there was a boost anymore.
You can count on me.
Because I stopped, like, I thought that I wasn't seeing it anywhere when I was playing through the game normally.
Duty calls.
So I'm surprised to see it at all.
It shall be done. It shall be done.
For at least the early part of this game, though, it's significantly more stingy with its magical items than Baldur's Gate is. So we're not just going to be overloaded with a bunch of powerful magical items
You can
all the
count on
time.
me. Very well.
Well, let's get the expedition underway so that
There you
everyone
are.
can die.
All is set. The others are assembling as we speak. Are you ready to leave as well?
Aye. It shall be done. My sword is yours.
Okay,
I am on it.
so it's avalanched,
Aye.
Hrothgar, and that elf from the inn, and Acalia over at the temple, all dead, along with a bunch of other people. Everard's still alive, but he's about the only person of significance over there that is. So, yeah, that's where we're going to end this one then. So now we're in the Kuldahar Pass, got to work our way through this, get to Kuldahar. Next episode, once we're at the end of that, we should be ready to move out on our first official quest portion of the game. But the prologue is at least taken care of. So, that's going to be it for this one. Well, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.